Wayne, another tough loss on the weekend. What didn't work?
Just basically our defence, I guess. That was the biggest issue. We really wanted to get a really good start, and we came close to scoring first up. And had we got over the line, Robbie Abel was pulled back for a double movement. Things you always look back, and it was just a small thing, but we just didn't get the start that we were after. Kicked out on the full, and then we were on the back foot from the word go, and our first phase defence just wasn't really good enough, basically. Yeah.
And I guess it's always tough to recover from a start like that.
It is, and it's really about body language and then what you can bring back from that kickoff. And then we were ineffective in every one of those in the first half. Very windy, but we didn't read that well. We didn't execute that well, and then we were back under pressure again, defending phase after phase, and it's something that we've spoken about, but it's something that we haven't been able to change in the last 3 games. It's about possession, and when we get up into that attacking half, we're capable of scoring, but our first up defence just wasn't anywhere near good enough on Saturday.
In the second half, you brought on a few debutants, a few young blokes like Darcy and Alex Horan. How did those guys go?
I thought they were outstanding, to be honest. Our bench has been working extremely well. Those changes that are made in the second half, I think we've closed out most second halves, but we're chasing 30 and 40 points by that time. So those guys are doing a great job, and in many cases probably deserve a start. But Darcy was great, chased hard, tackled well, brought some enthusiasm. Connell's doing the same. So I can't fault that part of it. It's just our start is just way too slow at the moment.
Is that what's going to change this weekend against Perth? It's do or die again?
Yeah, there's no second chances on here. We have to score. We have to win with a bonus point. We're looking to, we changed our game plan a little bit last week to make a more running game of it, but you can't run it if you don't have the ball. So again, our first phase probably our starters let us down a little bit. That'll improve this week. There'll be some changes. And I'm confident these guys can do the job. Once we're in the 4, then anything's possible from there. We're good enough. You just got to get those things right.
And heading into the finals this week, you had a few of the big guys who were rested or had a few bumps and bruises last weekend. Are you expecting them to have a bit of an impact across training this week, and then if they're named in the game as well?
Sure. Look, the training, to be honest, has been pretty good. It's been up tempo, all of those things. It's just been lethargic a couple of minutes after kickoff, and I just really can't put my finger on why. So maybe I'm hoping these changes that will happen. They've had a bit of a week to refresh. It's been a really long season for a lot of these guys, and I think that's starting to show. Undoubtedly, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure that out. Some of these guys need a bit of a rest, and hopefully that number of guys having a week off will make that difference.
It's Pacific Islander week this week as well. You've got Sione, who's played for Tonga, and he spoke earlier about how much it means to him to represent Pacific Island nations. Do the players get a lift out of something like this?
Look, they should. There's a lot of things that we've been touching on along the way, Paul, to try and just get things on track, and what the Guernsey means. We tried Guernsey presentations and all those sorts of things, but it's really about the heart in the Guernsey, to be honest, and this is what it's about this week. So, it's great for Sione and those guys. They've got something personal, but the other guys have to be lifted by that, and it's that little element that's lacking. We have to be inspired by the little things, whether it be who they've played for or a little thing on the field, and that's not happening at the moment. So it needs to